Ever put your all into making a relationship work? But I don't know, it's like something's just a little off. Like
Yeah.
you're both trying to talk, but the words just aren't translating to that deeper connection.
Oh, absolutely. That feeling of disconnect, even when you both genuinely care, it's more common than you think.
Right. It's frustrating. So today we're diving deep into something that might just hold the key: love languages. And don't worry, it's not just a buzzword this time.
No, not at all. This stuff is rooted in some pretty solid relationship advice. I think once we dig in, you'll be surprised at just how much sense it makes.
Totally. So to set the stage, the basic idea is that we all experience and express love differently. And if you're not speaking your partner's language, well, your efforts, even the best ones, they might not be landing the way you'd hoped.
Exactly. It's like you can be showering someone with gestures that you consider loving, but if they don't resonate with their specific way of feeling loved, it just doesn't have the same impact.
And that's where the five love languages come in. They give us a framework for understanding these different styles.
Right. Now, keep in mind, it's not like these are the only ways to show love, but they offer a really useful starting point for having those deeper conversations about what makes each other feel truly appreciated.
I love that starting point. So shall we jump right in? First up, we've got words of affirmation.
So, with this one, it's all about expressing affection, verbally compliments, words of encouragement, telling someone why you appreciate them.
Like straight up saying, I love you, and really meaning it.
Yes. But it's more than just saying the words, it's about being genuine. Like instead of a generic, you look nice, you might say something like, wow, that shirt really brings out the blue in your eyes. Something specific that shows you're paying attention.
It's like you see them, really see them, and you're putting it into words.
Exactly. Okay, next we've got acts of service.
Which isn't about being a servant, right?
Yeah.
More like you're there for them, ready to lighten their load.
Yeah, exactly. It's about showing love by doing things that make their life easier or more enjoyable. Like if they hate doing the dishes, you take on that chore without them even asking.
It's about those small, thoughtful actions that say, I gotcha.
Exactly. And then we've got receiving gifts, which can be a bit tricky because it's often mistaken for just being materialistic.
Right, but it's so much more nuanced than that.
It really is. It's not about the monetary value, but the thoughtfulness behind the gesture. It could be a small, spontaneous gift or something you remember them mentioning in passing. It's that, hey, I was thinking of you, feeling that makes all the difference.
Yes, and it's a physical reminder of that thoughtfulness, which is so nice. Okay, quality time is up next.
This one is all about being present, giving someone your undivided attention. Put away the phone, make eye contact, really listen to what they're saying.
It's about making them feel like they are the most important thing in the world in that moment.
Exactly. And it doesn't have to be this big, elaborate thing. It could be just sitting down and having a cup of coffee together and really tuning into each other.
That's so true. It's about simply being present. Okay, last but not least, we have physical touch.
Now, this one, like gifts, can sometimes be misinterpreted. It's not just about physical intimacy, it's about expressing affection through physical touch.
Holding hands, a hug, a touch on the arm. Those little gestures that say, I'm here and I care about you.
Exactly. And for some people, this is their primary way of feeling loved and connected. Okay, so those are the five languages, but now comes the really important part. How do we actually apply this knowledge?
Right, because knowing the language is like the
Right.
first step, right? So how do we actually integrate this into our relationships?
Well, it starts with self-awareness. Taking some time to reflect on what makes you feel loved and appreciated. What are those moments in your relationships when you felt most seen and understood?
I love that. It's like holding up a mirror to yourself before you try to understand someone else's reflection.
Exactly. And once you have a better understanding of your own love language, you can start to communicate that to your partner, your friends, your family.
Have those open, honest conversations about how you can better love and support each other.
Yes. And I think it's important to remember that this is an ongoing conversation. We change, our needs evolve, and that's okay.
Relationships are about growing together. And this knowledge, it's like this incredible tool that we can use to navigate those changes.
Precisely. So as you go about your week, maybe take some time to observe the people in your life. Look for those little cues, those unspoken languages of love that they might be speaking.
Because whether it's your partner, a friend, a family member, or even a colleague, understanding how they experience love can completely transform your interactions. And who knows, it might just be the key to unlocking a deeper level of connection.